Anyway, yo folks. Alright, this is meant to be 40-hour tutorial and stuff. So before I start the run, make sure that you're running the game in 30 FPS this time round. Just anything that's sort of lower than 50 because you kind of want to make sure you're getting all the jumps. And if you're on console, you know, you've got no options for frame rate. So then we could just go straight into it. Right, so you want to make sure to skip these cutscenes coming up. That's with triangle. So if you just press through triangle, go through like that. Right, so when you start off, you want to make sure not to charge directly in front of you. Charge directly in front of you, that guy is going to talk to you. So you're going to make sure you go straight to the left and then go forward. Charge, flame these two guys. Collect a few gems along the way. Get these gems here because that's a 5 and that's a 5. Get these ones here, and then you head on down this way. Flame this guy. What the heck's happening with my controller? Hold on. I don't think whether that's the wrong way around or not. Then basically follow on there, then you have these guys, you charge along, bang, bang, bang. Get these two. Now with Zoe, you don't want to go into her trigger range because if you do, you're going to be wasting a bit of time. She will also stop you as well. So you have to try and make sure to skip her. To do that, just make sure to jump before you get to her and then you glide right through her trigger zone. So if I do that, jump forward like that. Okay. Flame this guy, get him out the way, charge them two chests, and then come up around here. Make sure to kill this guy. Generally, he would be around here. You just charge straight through, and then you miss that this dude who will want to talk to you. So you want to make sure you don't talk to him. Then you come on down here, charge down, flame, get these two chests. Come around here, get these gems, flame this guy. Now, the reason you needed to get 10 spirit particles at this moment is because you're going to do a bit of a sequence break by instead coming up to here. Hey Stepkey, thanks for the good luck. It's just a tutorial, so it's not an actual proper run, just more of a walkthrough. Now, this is where movement and tricks are really, really important within 40-hour. So what you're gonna do to get to this gem is you're gonna jump, you're then gonna glide, and then you're gonna do a hover right to the top to land on that platform. It may take a bit of practice, but if you follow the controller on screen, with a bit of practice, you'll eventually get that nice and smooth. Again, took me loads and loads of practice to get that right, but eventually, you know, it can be done. So you go jump, forward, hover, and then you land on there. Okay, so if I do that again, so standing around this section, jump, glide, and then hover right at the very end there. That is what's known as a perfect hover. You will be doing that many times within this run. This is pretty much the first instance of one. Now, when you land to this section, you then got another perfect hover that's a little bit more tricky. Now, with that, what you have to do is you sort of have to make sure you're holding forward, you're jumping, and at the very top of your jump, do a little bit of a glide, like to the left, and then you want to hover to the right onto the platform. So if I try and do this all in one go, this is the movement you have to do. Just like that. Okay? So if I try it one more time, you basically have skipped doing climb by doing that, because otherwise you would have had to backtrack and do climb all, you know, backtrack from whenever you get climb, which is from the second homeworld. So if I do that again, see, missed it that time. Again, you'll get attempts like that. Want to make sure you do it like that. Okay, do it one more time just to show off. Talk to Whiskers just so, you know, get him out the way. Don't need to talk to him anymore. Just jump, glide. So that's what happens there. If you try to execute a hover a bit too early, you'll just kill the glide straight away. So fly across, hover, forward, glide, and there you are. Now, charge straight into the chest in front of you, go directly to the left, charge that chest as well. As soon as that happens, the guy should then talk to you. If you're a little bit too close to the guy, he may stop you from getting that chest or the gem that's inside of it, so make sure you stay real tight to the wall before he starts talking to you. So this and then that. There you go. So Rue will talk to you, you know, you skip through his dialogue by just mashing X like that, and then you just glide through and just follow this route coming up here. It's the first orb mini game. You can do this nice and easy. Charge, get these gems, jump, glide, get these gems up here, Jump, glide. There you go. That's your first orb minigame done. Then make sure you're mashing X to skip all this dialogue coming up here. Sadly, orb cutscenes can't be skipped. Now you're going to use this fly power-up to skip money bags, because, you know, we don't need to pay that bare lemon gems. That sucks, man. And then you come up across here. Come up this way. Now you're going to do the second orb minigame coming up. Now, what I try and aim to do is try and get about around 180 gems before going to the power-up over there. When you get to the power-up, you make sure to either glide or charge into it, and then go straight up, and then start the second minigame as quick as you can. Also, if you can do as well, try and kill a few of these fodders, because we need to make sure we kill at least some fodder before we go into Crush. Because you want to make sure that you can regen sparks up to yellow before getting into Crush. Again, we'll remember that a little bit late through the run. Charge through, get a few gems here. Get one of those guys, why not? Come in here, glide into that, and then suddenly we start flying off into this direction. Do a little bit of the minigame. Collecting a few gems along the way. Again, follow this route. Make sure to collect as many gems as you can. Again, we hear that timer go off. That should be fine. We don't need to worry about that, because we can just finish it off like that. And then you get warped straight to where the guy would be. Mash that X button. And then there we go. Second orb collected. Then come out this way. You can charge one of those if you want. Get that gem. Come around this way. Get that 10 gem. And then skip through that. Get the talisman. Again, that's all with that X button again. Skip through it again. Get these gems. And there you are. That is Glimmer done. And then with these dialogues, with these cutscenes coming up, you make sure to skip through them with triangle. So folks, just a heads up, this is my route. This is essentially how I would do the run. It may not be the quickest way. I'm just saying this is quite a nice sort of, you know, beginner route, I suppose, to 40 orb. So come out across here. Now, Elor will, again, just like Zoe would have done earlier, she will dialogue snipe you, so make sure not to go too close to her. What you're going to do is jump up to get to this 5 gem. Then you're going to jump, glide through, so she doesn't talk to you, because for some reason gliding through the dialogue boxes don't allow you to, you know, actually talk to them. And then you charge across here and glide over here. That nice little flutter. Head over to Idle Springs. Now, Idle Springs is quite nice. Only got a few guys to kill, maybe a few followers to pick up, and then about 1 orb minigame. So as we enter Idle Springs, do not go straight ahead, because again, that guy will charge into you. Well, not charge. That guy won't charge into you. You're charging into him, and his dialogue will literally snipe you, and you don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go straight away to the right, charge, get these 2 gems, jump, flame to get this guy. Be quick, because you want to make sure you be as quick as you can. You can charge that guy as well. Come over here, get his gem. And then, obviously, this guy will knock over that thing to open it up. And then you come up here, flame this guy, jump over, charge, kill this little fodder here, charge that guy up, and then he'll open this thing up as well. Now, there is a way to skip Zoe's dialogue here. It's not easy, it's quite hard. And hey, Lemon. Thanks, Lemon. I appreciate that, mate. You know, I'm no tutorial god, my dude. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to be taking a break for a few weeks, and you know what? Making a tutorial to see a few more runners when I come back would be a nice thing to do, you know? So what you're going to do, you can technically skip her. Quite difficult. What you would do is you want to charge jump and then get to the other side. She's not an easy one to skip, so if I try and do that, you'll see she just gets me there, so that's a shame. That's fine though, we'll carry on. What you want to do is you want to flame this guy, come around this way, come to the left, charge into that guy, charge into that guy, get a few more 2 gems. I'm a little bit over gem at this point, but that's fine. Get these gems, get these browsers along here, flame that guy, come back around, get the gems that you've missed, and then try and get back in time for this dude to whack the thing down. Now, you can skip this Zoe dialogue by coming close to this section where the lamp is, jump up and then hold forward and then glide across. And then we've successfully got that Zoe skipped. Nice. Now we've got another perfect hover coming up here. This one's an easier one. So jump, glide across, and then hover straight from that. If I try that again, jump towards and then hover. That one, see, that's a lot easier once you have a little bit of room. Jump, glide towards, hover right towards the end when you got enough. This one's probably not that much of a perfect hover, but it's just a nice, easy little stair skip, I suppose, you know? So that one's a nice, easy one to practice. You want to jump, glide, hover. Jump, glide, hover. And as you bonk up these stairs, and then you talk to Form Max, smash that X, and there you are, Talisman. Hey JH, go to the left, and then charge in this direction. You can probably jump these without actually gliding. Come across here, jump. Glide if you want, probably might be a little bit slower. Try and collect as many gems as you can. I'd like to try and leave this level with 440 gems, honestly. So come around here, get these two, because these are 2 10s. If you're close enough, you could probably get a 2, get those 2 5s. And then you got the supercharged power up. This is, you know, pretty nice and standard from when, you know, what the minigame tells you to do. So you go charge, boof, 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 jump. And then watch this cutscene, can't skip it. Hey Pat. And then as you've got this hula girl coming up, you want to mash the X button because you don't want to talk to her. She will waste your time. Skip all the dialogue, mash that X. Can't skip through this, but then press start straight away. Exit level, up, exit. That is the level successfully done. Now you'll get a finishing cutscene, so you'll make sure to mash triangle for that, to skip that. There you are, and that is Idle Springs done. Now we're going to go straight to the left where there is a basket. Charge straight into the basket, then the 2 other baskets, and then we'll start heading towards Colossus, where we've got a few more tricky jumps to do. Which is actually a bit of a shout out to Any Percent, because this is the same sort of beginnish sort of route to Any Percent. There you go. Skip that one. And then you're going to go down towards these 2 5 gems here. Charge in these direction. Come into the left. Flame these rams. Do not charge them. If you charge them, you may risk bonking quite far away from them. You will kill them, but because of how far away they are, it's just better to just flame into them and then just carry on as usual. Go towards the left, towards the Brother Arnie. Get him to say bye, then charge up towards this, well, in that direction, get those baskets, and then obviously carry on as usual. Now make sure to kill as many enemies as you can coming up along this way, because you're going to need to get that spring power up. So you go along this way, get these gems. Now this is where we've got our next one. I'm going to have bridge skip here. No, we're not going to do bridge skip here. Again, this is going to be a nice beginner friendly. I'm just going to stick by a nice route. Okay? And thanks for the congrats on getting into ESA. I'm so hyped for it, Clock. Big, big hype. Big, big hype. So, here's our first jump. Now, this jump, actually, I admit, is quite a struggle to practice. Once you start getting your nice initial location and getting the perfect hover in the nice position, it becomes nice and consistent. The second jump's a lot easier. So, once you kind of learned this one, the second jump kind of becomes nice, and then you can count as usual. So, if we jump, glide, and then hover, you can stand on top of this idol, right? We're going to use that to try and get up there on that snow bit. You can technically do a wall glide to get up there, but again, I'm going to stay with some nice beginner strats. So I'll show you doing the second jump as well. So when you get onto here, you're going to jump, come over here, do another hover up onto this section here, turn around, you probably flick the camera back if you want, and then you can just, you know, jump glide, easy to hear. And flame that go. Now what I'm going to do that again just to show on the controller how to do that again. So I initially would try and start probably just where that shadow ends there. Then jump, glide, hover. Okay, probably didn't get it there, but again, do some practices, make sure to do it. Again, if you're a bit too, pressing triangle a bit too early, you're not going to make it. And just like that, you can stand on him like that. Try it again. Make sure to follow me inputs. Just like that. Again, he's a bit of a tight one to stand on, but he's a weird one. These idols, they're very, very odd. Again, I'm kind of pressing that triangle a bit too late, so if I try and do this again, and I'm not perfect at this. This is the main difference between this and Spyro 1. Spyro 1's in my blood, this one ain't. Right, there we go, just like that again. And then once you're from here, you jump across, jump, glide, hover, get onto this platform, and then turn the camera around, and then you can just jump, glide, get onto there, flutter to there. Now, I'm going to leave those 2 5 vases over there. We'll come back to this section to get those because we're going to do an orb minigame to get those back. So I'm going to go charge forward. I'm going to flame this yak. Again, make sure to flame the goat as well before we go into here. So now you've got another jump coming up. This is a very interesting jump. So with this jump, you're going to charge jump a little bit late off of this ledge to get to the section over there. If you think you can probably flutter onto it, make sure you glide to it. And then the next one, you're going to do probably a really tricky jump within Spyro 2 Reignited, which is going to do a charge jump. And then when you're very top of your jump, you're going to start swerve a little bit into where the wall is towards the left. And then you're going to flutter into the right to get onto the top of the ledge. I'll show you what it is, and hopefully you can follow my controls when I do this. That, and then like that. Just like that. If you miss it, then sadly, you're going to be losing a lot of time because then you have to run all the way down, go down to that section, then do that trick all over again. You could do a little backup by just following the route like the game, as the game intends like usual, but this is a nice, little trick to get up there nice and quick. So if I try that again, it's like that. Show it one more time. Again, with plenty of practice, this can be nice and consistent. And that shows why gliding is very important. Let me just show you what happens as well. If you get to Zoe here, she'll talk to you, so you don't want to make sure she talks to you. Same with this brother, so keep very far away from him. And then basically you're back all the way to here again if you mess it up. So try not to mess it up. Again, plenty of practice and you'll get it all A-okay. And then you charge up this way, flame the yak that's here, charge on, jump, glide, and mess it up again, Nost. Come on, man. Shouldn't be messing up. This is a tutorial you're doing here. Might have to edit the bits out where I mess it up, I think. People will be able to tell I mess it up because the timer in the bottom, the time in the bottom corner is gonna change. Anyway, carry along here. Turn this way, and then you charge, jump, and then glide, jump, up to like there. Then when you're up to this section, you then charge over, go behind this brother, don't talk to him, go straight to the left, and then watch this cutscene. Immediately after this cutscene as well, the guy will start talking to you, so make sure you start mashing X immediately. Here we go. And you get your talisman. Now you're going to collect a few more gems and kill a few enemies to unlock the spring power-up, because we're going to need the spring jump. Try it out this way, flame that goat. Because that goat, so I'm going to flame him as well. Then I'm going to come down, flame the yak, flame that goat, and then come up here. Then use the spring to get up to the top. And I'm going to start this minigame, get these bastards along here, start this minigame. But there's no timer that will change value during the edit. Clock district. What's that in the bottom left corner?
If you were to flame all 10...
That's a real life timer. Anyway, so now you've started the, the green idol minigame. So what you're going to do is you're going to flame these idols. Do not jump and flame them because the hitbox for these are very low. So you might as well just stay, don't charge into them or anything, just stay low and flame them. Jump across. Get these gems along here. Charge up this way. Get these gems, flame, get these gems. These are some very nice gems. Make sure not to miss them. As you get out here, you're going to drop down. Get these 2 gems, flame this guy. You're going to charge off, jump, and then glide up to here, and then hover at the end. Get these gems, flame that guy. Get these baskets. You can get the fodder if you need it. Come across here. Jump, glide, flame. Up this way. Now what I like to do is stay tight and then jump, then glide round. Because I don't really want to talk to this guy because he'll waste you a little bit of time if you talk to him. So jump, glide, round. Get these gems up here. I generally like to think looking at getting 620 gems around this point. Or at least 615. At least 615. Then come up around here. Charge to the right. Get that gem. Then come up here and then glide over to this idol. Flame. Get those 2 that are left behind. Jump down here. Flame this one that you've jumped on earlier. Go down this way. flame this guy, get these 2 10 gems, and then flame that guy. And then that's basically it. Mash the X button, get the orb, mash that start, X level up, exit. Walk through RTA. Well, to be fair, Clock, this might be helpful for both console and PC runners. I might show in Zephyr as well the console route as well, because the console route is what I was initially doing before doing the PC route. Now, as you leave Colossus, you gotta charge, jump, fall into the water, pay money bags. So that's why we needed around about 650 gems. So once you've paid money bags, there's these 500 gems at this point. That's going to tick down to about, 150. So we've kind of saying up to the next time we have to pay money bags, which I believe is Autumn Plains. Autumn Plains? No. Aquaria Towers. I forgot then. So anyway, when you go back to this section, you got to jump, charge, go through these chests. You can kill that frog if you want. Get this, because that's a 25 gem. Get those gems there. Bonk up these stairs, just like traditional speedrun means. Skip Hunter. Jump up here. Make sure to stay close to Hunter as you can. Skip through that again. Jump. This one takes a little bit longer to load. Skip through that. What I like to do here is just do these with charge jumps. You can follow what the minigame does, but what I like to do is just charge jump through a lot of it, because Spyro is a lot more athletic in this game, I've noticed. Right, skip through him, charge, jump, try not to land into Hunter, get those gems, let that load, and then there you go, is another orb. Done, money bags and small fees. Heck, indeed. Now, when you get to this point, you are going to charge, jump off, and land straight into the water. This is what I like to call the Spyro, the dive, I suppose. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to go to the right, going to charge, jump, here we go, dive straight into the water. Get these 2 gems, turn to the left, come up to here, bonk up these stairs in traditional Spyro Reignited Trilogy fashion, flame that button, get these 2 10 gems, flame that button, then immediately you're going to charge directly onto the right hand side. If you don't get that as quick, or if you don't charge immediately through there, Zoe is going to talk to you, and then the only traditional way to get through that is if you jump and glide. So make sure you go immediately through and charge through. I'm going to see if it is a time-based thing. It's not a time-based thing. Okay, so what you do is you make sure you keep to the right and then charge through. Zoe will not talk to you. So again, her trigger range is a lot smaller. And then from here, you're going to immediately go to Hurricos. Now, Hurricos is a very interesting level. We've got a few really cool tricks here. Again, I'm going to go by the beginner's route. I'm not going to do the intermediate, skip through that. I'm not going to do the intermediate strat here. So what I like to do is get this 2 gem, charge across those baskets, flame that guy. Now, from here, you could either learn to do the wall glide, which is a very small little wall glide, which is jump, glide in, and then hover up like that. Which, that glide into the wall here will actually give you a tiny little bit of height, and if you obviously in the air long enough, get enough air time, you will flutter up onto the side, nice and easy. So do that again, jump, glide on in, up like that. Again, that might take a few practices, but again, over a few more practices, it can be nice and consistent. And even if you don't get it first try, no worries, you'll only be losing about maybe 2 to 5 seconds from that. Again, nice, get some practice in. See, that is actually quite nice. I'd say that would be one of the nicest wall glides. A nice short one, basically. Now, when you get to here, you technically can do the trickier wall glide, but because that one's a little bit trickier and requires you to do, like, the perfectest of hovers, we're going to go do a little bit of an easier strat, which is also available on console. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right. We're going to jump, we're going to charge jump over to here behind this fan. What we're going to do is we're going to do a nice perfect hover and see where this fan in front of us, where the blade starts turning towards obviously in the upwards direction. Those blades actually allow Spyro to have a bit of a platform to stand on. So what we're going to do, we're going to stand on one of those blades and then immediately jump and glide over to the top of that section and then get over to the other fan in the distance. If I try and show you here, so jump, glide, flutter. Like that. This is how I initially learned how to do 40 orb, actually. It's generally a nice platform, just make sure you time it right. This also makes a nice backup strat as well if you don't manage to get that wall glide perfectly as well. And then obviously if you fall back down here and you can't do that wall glide properly, the game gives you an easy way out. Just collect the diode. Collect the diode, bring the gate down, and you can literally just charge around. Miss that robot. Get these gems here if you wanted to. I'm going to bother with them apparently. Then come back to here. So jump, glide, get onto that. If you're a little bit early, the game will tell you basically, because you won't land on anything. So jump, glide, stand on it, and jump, glide up onto here. Try it 2 more times. One more time. Just like that. Now, when you get over to on top of this little gateway, again, you can jump, glide over here, get these 2 chests, and then that 5 gem. Now, for any percent, you'll be needing this fan, but for 40 orb, let's not worry about this thing. So, there's another orb over there that we're going to need to get. This is a really nice, easy orb. So all you need to do when it's all about timing, basically. When this thing comes out and then goes back in, you just want to charge, jump, glide onto that platform, and immediately as the platform then starts, at the far platform, starts going in, do another charge jump, and then it will basically come out and you stand on that nice and easy. Try not to get the flutter on the last one, because the flutter will kind of flutter you over a little bit. So you might be very, very careful with that. So if I try this platforming, coming out, so as this goes forward, goes back, charge, jump, glide, and charge, jump, glide, a little bit of a flutter, and then come up here. That was very nice. Again, if you're not very certain or confident with that, make sure to practice that. But again, we don't need to talk to this dude. All you need to do is charge over here, flame that button, get this cutscene. As this cutscene finishes, smashes that X, and then here you are, another orb. And if anything, you've just got an orb that's meant to be at an end of a minigame. There's actually an orb you can get halfway through this minigame, which now that we've got this guy and it's broken a bit of a sequence, we can get this one nice and easy as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump up, get these gems, jump down here, go jump, glide, come over here, get these 2 gems. Now again, if you don't get that orb that we just got, these platforms will be going in and out. Because we managed to sequence break that, these are literally easy platforms. You can just charge across them, charge jump, or, you know, just go nice and safe across it. Come up to these vases, charge into them too, then do a final jump over to your second orb.
Spyro?
Smash that X button, get this cutscene. Now this one also has a little bit more dialogue after the orb, so if you mash the X button again, skip all that, there you go. And that's your basically both of your orbs you need in Hurricos. So now after that, you go over to get these gems, then come over, come down, charge down, miss that whirlwind, charge these 2 vases. They're very important because they've got 2 10 gems. Same with these 2 baskets down here. Same with these ones over here. Charge, charge. And yo, chocolate cookie, thanks for the 1 bit. MVP time. Pog. Like an MVP time. Yes. Right, and now we're going to charge. That bot's going to hit us. So we're going to charge across here, flame these 2 enemies because they're basically in the way. Now, this gate here, you may think, huh, do I need a diode for that? Where's the closest diode? The diode's like not even anywhere close to here. Now, we can basically cheese this. It's a very nice cheese. Again, you're able to do it on both PC and console. So what you're going to do, you're going to make sure you align your camera up nice and close to this wall. You're going to Spyro up to this barrier here. And then basically you're going to have it nice and low. Did you see that? Where's the gate gone? Now, you would think the gate becomes invisible, but you'd be surprised. The gate doesn't become invisible, sorry. It actually disappears and allows you to walk through. So as that happens and then you turn the camera, oh look, it's back! So you've actually just managed to manipulate the game a little bit by having the camera block this gate from existing. Which is quite neat, actually. You will sometimes get like a little bit of a splashback from that, but if that happens, it's fine. Just line Spyro up nicely and then, you know, just easily walk back and through that. Just make sure you get the camera to point into this and walk back and forth. Skipping that diode. Nice and easy. 40 orb, folks. Nice stuff. How to get through playtesting? You tell me, JH. You tell me, my dude. It's a nice little minute, you know. Unreal Engine. Right, and then as you see, you got some free gems coming up here. Oh, free. I say free, and it's free 6. So some very free gems. Flame those, collect all those. And as these are vases, charge. Talk to this dude, because this dude's going to give you a talisman. Mash that X button. And then mash start, exit, up, exit. And there you go, you've just done Hurricos. Mash that triangle. So, we've just done Hurricos, which is probably probably my favorite level within 40 orb because of the amount of tricks you got. However, now we've got the worst level coming up. I'm not a fan of Sunny Beach. You'll see why, because there's a lot of timed-based stuff going on. It'd probably be hard for me to explain on the go, but I'll try and see we can do as much as we can. So what we're going to do, before I go into Sunny Beach, so the first thing you've got is you've got this tortoise. Now, with this tortoise, you can jump on him. You don't need to flame him to get him to the button. This whole escort mission is a lie, basically. You do not need to do this escort mission. All you need to do is get to the very end of the level to get the talisman, and that's it. So all you need to do, when you get to this first tortoise, you jump onto him. You then have to do this sort of perfect hover to get to the side bit of the gate. Got a few gems to collect. Then we've got a second section. Make sure you keep an eye and flame all of the enemies that are coming up, because all of these enemies are really important to set off the fireball power-up that we've got, which require 11 souls for that. Okay, so what we're going to do, jump across, get the gems, go in. I am for about 400 gems entering this, so I'm actually a bit over gem count. So mash that triangle button. Here we are. We enter on in. As we got to that tortoise, forget about those little babies. Be careful as well, because they actually have got really annoying collision and hitbox. Gonna jump onto this guy. Now here is where we've got this really weird jump. I'm going to just show off a few times. So you go forward, jump, glide, triangle. Now this is quite tricky. If you don't like doing it into that section, that you can do it a lot easier to that section. That's the any percent direction though. This is 40 orb. So go this way. Again, this is a little bit tricky, so try and get it as much as I'm trying to fail at it right now. There we go, just like that. So now you jump onto here, and you basically would jump across over to there. We'll try it another time. So you're going to jump, forward, glide, and hover. Again, if you're a little bit too down and try the hover, you won't be able to make it. You make sure you hover at the perfect moment. So forward, jump. Kind of still can't make it. Again, this jump I always find a little bit trickier. A little bit difficult. Again, practice, folks. You've already seen my rust right now. I'm probably going to make a compilation of all my failed attempts. You got to here. And just to show you, if you need a backup, you can go to this one. So you can go jump, glide, hover up to here. And then you can also jump and glide and go over to that section, do that section. If you feel like doing the other side isn't as nice. So, I'm not going to show you that section. If you want to know how to do it that way. Actually, no, that's not the any percent way. I just realized any percent you do a blimmin' proxy now. That's if you're doing console, I guess. Anyway, so you jump, glide. Come on, Nost. Ah. There we go. Just like that. Now, what you want to do is you want to try and align it up so this enemy is sort of as close as you can to that basket. Is he like that? You can then charge across, flame him immediately, and then get these gems along the way. Follow this gem route. Charge those across here, just like that. Now, this is where it's quite crucial that your positioning of the analog stick is like really discreet. So you're going to charge these chests. Try not to fall off, because again, bear in mind that's a curve. As you get the final basket, chest thing whatsoever, go straight down. Directly below you are some vases. Charge into all those vases and turn around. Like turn around to start heading into the direction of the level. So charge, down. Get. And I missed that last one, but getting at is also quite nice. So get these few gems. Now, I come up here. Charge, jump. There's a few gems there. Go charge, jump. Get these 2 gems. Get Zoe to zap you. That's all fine. Then the first thing you're going to do, flame this tortoise. He'll walk onto that button. Flame this guy. Flame that guy. Or flame him again. Flame this guy. Flame all these guys. They deserve a bit of fire. Get these baskets. Come up around here. You can get that fodder if you need it. This guy probably can zap you, so if you want to get rid of him first, you can get rid of him first. Get all the gems along here. Get that gem there. Get this gem. Flame this tortoise, and then charge into that basket. He's going to try and go onto that button. He goes onto that button. Get this gem. Avoid this guy. These enemies are quite annoying, so flame him. Flame him. Now, you can flame him again if you would like, but I would rather go back around and get him. So what I'm going to do, go jump up here. You can even bonk up there if you want. Flame, use the same flame to get a basket, and then flame back. Charge into here. Be careful with this dude. Flame him. Get these 2 enemies swimming around here. Flame them both. And then come back. Flame this dude to finish off. And as you can see, we've got Fireball. Now with Fireball, we're going to get these. We're now going to start this mini game. Now this box mini game, we're sort of going to do half of it. Get the talisman, do another mini game, and then finish off the run finishing this mini game. So just keep an eye out on this route coming up. I'm going to do everything a little bit quick. So what I'm going to do, just to explain what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this fireball power up, going to kill that guy in front of me, get all the gems that surround in that area. There's a button in there that you're going to stand on. Then aim the power up directly to that box. As you get the box, come back out, flame from whereabouts that enemy is standing into the box that we're standing on right now. Go back into the fireball power up. You're going to jump, glide, or even charge jump if you like, over to that platform. Get the box that's up in the very left corner of our screen right now. And then we're going to start heading into the final section, where we're going to basically jump up, flame an enemy, go down into the water, get another box, flame a vase, and charge into another vase to get to 10 gems. And then we're going to do the tortoise bit, and I'll stop after we've got the talisman. Okay, so I'm going to do this all in one go. Make sure to pay attention very carefully. Here we go. Jump, charge, get this dude, gems, turn around, get this button, flame, box is gone, flame from here, box is gone, get these 2 gems, and go into here. We're going to charge, jump, like that, come up to here, flame, going to keep charging, make sure to stay quick. I'm down into here, gem, jump up, flame this dude because you can flame him in one go, charge down into here, get that box, get these gems along here, flame into that one, and then charge into this one, get those 2 10 gems, get these final bit of gems, and now we can all have a little bit of peace because we've just ran out the power up. But that's fine because we're going to go back and get it a little bit later. Now at this point, I like to aim to have about 700 gems. So now we're going to flame this tortoise, you know, like usual, just to open that door. He's a bit annoying. Not a fan. Tortoise unfriend, you know, not a tourist friend. He'll go onto that button. As he goes to that button, you're going to go across to King Frogmit even. He'll give you a talisman. And hey, Bobby, thanks for the raid. The party of 3. Welcome in, everyone. This is a 40 orb tutorial. Yes, this is going to go on YouTube, so thank you so much, my dude. How is your runs? Did you get 114? Hope you're getting the 114. Right then, so now we've done this talisman. You can get those gems if you would like. When's 100% guide? Never. Anyway, hello YouTube Kappa. So now we're going to go across here. Now we're going to go behind this tortoise. You're going to flame him just so he kind of moves out of his position, and then you're going to jump into here. Now, what I like to do is to flame him at about around here. Move him a little bit forward, jump onto him as he's moving, and then you're going to try and do a another like perfect hover to get onto the pipe that's onto the right-hand side over there. If it may take a bit of practice, if you don't make it first time, again, keep on practicing. It's not that bad. It can be consistent. Just make sure you get this dude in the right position. So if I just show you a flame now, he will start moving forward. We want him to do that. If he doesn't do that, then just make sure you try again, see if you can get him to do it again. See, that time, basically, I need to reposition him going into this direction so he can start moving forward. If he then gets back onto the button like that, I now know that I can flame him in this direction so he can move forward, all right? So now what we're going to do is going to flame him, going to jump onto him like that. We're pretty much going to be riding a tortoise, folks. Just like that. It's kind of cute, but it also gives us a tiny little bit of movement to set us up for that pipe. So what we're going to do, we're going to flame him, just jump onto him, move forward, jump, glide, and then hover. This is good again. It's going to take a bit of practice. It took me a long time to get this right on console, but it's quite nice to do. So flame, jump on him as he's moving, jump, glide, hover, and then land onto this pipe. Do that one more time. Again, make sure he's into this position. Flame, get in the move, jump, glide, hover, get onto that. So as you go onto this pipe, you can probably, I'm going to just attempt, see if I can jump, glide, and then hover. You can do that. That's pretty free, as Bobby would say in chat. I'm going to come back over to here. Or you can just do a charge jump and then flutter onto that. So you can just do a jump or a charge jump. Just make sure you're keeping your forward momentum going into this direction. Okay. So we've now got our first turtle suit minigame. This one's kind of alright. To be fair, it's pretty straightforward. The only thing that's a little bit difficult, you can probably get an extra 2 gem once you get the final turtle, and then as he goes into the water, if you charge into the water, you can get an extra 2 gem. I'll show you that. That's probably the only tricky bit within this minigame. Just make sure you go over, talk to him, mash the X button, and then start your minigame. This is the minigame we're doing inside of the other minigame. Just wait for this guy. This is a bit of a slow minigame, to be honest. We're not going to do the second one. The second one is actually really slow. I'm not going to do it within this route, okay? So now I'm going to wait for this guy to come out. I'm going to wait for him to get to about here. Charge as he goes into there. Charge and then jump and go into the water. There you go, free 2 gem. Mash the X button. And there you go, you got an orb. So now from here, we're going to go back to the right. We're going to go back down. We're going to basically go back to the fireball power-up again. So glide and across here. Fireball power-up up to here. So glide to here. Now, this one, you gonna need to make sure you do it quick. This is gonna be another one where I'm gonna talk through what I'm gonna do before I do it. So what I would say you do before doing the actual main minigame is practice this jump across here. Now this jump is actually possible to do. Again, the game suggests that you can do this section by backtracking once you get climb. You do not need climb to get those gems. All you really need to do is you charge, you do a charge jump, you then glide at the very top of your jump, move into where the platform is, and you do a hover onto basically where the 5 gem is. So if I then show you here, again, right on this ledge, charge jump, glide, hover, just like that. See, you don't need that climb. It's a false friend there. What you do, stand on here, charge, jump. And again, if you saw just then, I was able to jump a little bit late. Thankfully, within Reignited Trilogy, which is something that the originals don't allow you to do, you have this little bit of a coyote jump, which is basically where you can do a little bit of a jump as you just run off of the platform. It's quite nice. The casual climb versus the Chad glide. Lol. Indeed. Who needs climb? You know, who needs to backtrack? I do no backtracking in my speedrunning. You know? Actually, okay, only a little bit. Again, we'll get onto that a little bit later. So again, we get to here, charge, jump, glide, flame, not flame, hover. Follow my inputs, again, that will show you pretty much what to look at to doing, okay? I like that. Do it one more time, and then we're going to start implementing the route, okay? So when you get to this bit, you charge across. When you get to here, you're going to jump down to where the metal chest is. You're going to flame that. You're then going to press triangle, aim to the box on the right, flame that, and then obviously, well, fireball to that, destroy it. Get the gems in the top section. Walk down, flame the chest that's in the boxes in the bottom section, then walk to the left of this like main area here where there's a few 10 and 5 gems. Then once you get the final 5 gem, you're going to charge back into the water, over into there. Charge as quick as you can over to the boxes underwater, fireball that box underwater, and then you've finished that mini game, and you basically get warped back to where the orb is awarded, and then you've basically done Sunny Beach. So I'm going to do this one more time. But this time, I'm going to do it with the fireball. You can technically do a load of, like, charge jumps up to here and then, like, keep your momentum going. So that's if you want to start practicing or if you get quite nice and comfortable with 4-up. Try not to jump over it. Again, it's a bit awkward. That will make you lose a bit of time. But if you could try and practice and do that, see, that's pretty cool. That's when you start getting into, you know, that's when you start knowing your speedrunning if you start doing things like that. You charge up and then jump and then get it on time. Do that again. If I try and do that again. Can't do it again. Nope, missing it. Again, practice this. Again, if you're not exactly comfortable doing that, keeping the momentum going, then you, again, don't have to worry about it. Just make sure you're still moving forward when you're doing that section there. Right, so I'm going to now do what I've been saying, and this time with the mini game. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. We're going to go in one full sweep here. So we're going to go charge, jump, up into here, up to here, up to here. Then we're going to jump onto this, charge, jump, glide up to here. Jump down to this metal chest, flame, aim to this box, get these gems that's up here. Go down, flame forward, get that 10 gem, get the 2 5 gems, keep charging. Going down into this water section. I'm worried I'm going to miss it now. You get directly from the box, flame. There you go. Or back to where the orb is. Mash that X button. Get the orb. Mash the start button. Or, I'm going to get to this point. If you feel like you are slightly under-gemmed at this point, this is probably the best section to get some backup gems. So if you really, really need to, those 2 5 gems are there to pick up if you feel like you're about 10 gems behind. Okay? So keep an eye out for those if you really need them. And if you don't, start, exit level, exit. You did it too quick. Can you do it again, Kappa? Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Here we are. We come out of Sunny Beach. Deary me. My mind's still sticking in Spyro 1 there for a moment. Right, we're going to go towards the left. Come down here. Jump, get these gems there. Get these 2 5 gems. Flame the button. Get these 2 vases here because they're 10 gems. Very important for gem count. Come back. Flame the button again. Get these 2 gems because they're 10 gems. Very important. Come up here. Bonk up the stairs in true Reignited Trilogy fashion. Gotta jump up to here. Now, at this point, we are going to basically charge jump. Or you could basically just jump and glide. And then hover to get to that ledge over there. That's basically the only way you can get to that orb over there without kind of cheesing it. Because this button's not helpful in any way. So what you're going to do, you jump and glide up to here. Or if you kind of want to, you know, you can actually glide and hover over to it. Just like that. Get that 5 gem. There you go. Free orb. Get that other 5 gem. You're going to come up to here. Then if you look down, you see these 3 baskets below you. These baskets are important. These are also 10 gems. So you're going to come down here. You're going to charge. Go to your money bags. Mash him. 400 orbs. Hey, look at our gem count. We're about 463 gems over, so we can pay that. Go into that. Mash it fine. Now, you could probably skip these once you're very confident in your gem route, but if you need that little bit more extra gem count, you could probably get these 2 gems, because there's 3 of them along this way. Or was there 2? I couldn't count. And here you are, you're into Aquaria Towers. Mash that triangle button. Does he 400 orbs, 400 gems? That's a lot of orbs. Yeah, that's just my speedrunner mindset. I'm gonna get the exact same thing happen at ESA, by the way. You watch. All of you watch. I'm not saying watch because it's ESA. Actually, watch because it's ESA for a start, and secondly because I'm gonna start talking nonsense. Anyway, so the first thing I'm gonna do not charge directly ahead of you. If you charge directly ahead of you, the seahorse is gonna talk to you. You gotta go to the right, charge in that direction. Make sure this guy doesn't zap you. Flame him, and then flame the button. And then here you are. You can get a few gems along here, getting charged to keep going. Keep going forward, fastest pace. Get this vase on the right, and then go into the one that's on the left, because it's a 2 gem. You can come up this wall, charge up to here, charge into this guy, get one of the 2 gems, get the second one if you want, flame into that button. And then when you get up to this section, you're going to charge up to here. Then you're basically going to come up, rise up to this step here. And then you're going to jump up to these gems here. You're going to walk around. You're going to charge down. And then stay up high. Do not go any lower than this. Go any lower than this, those guys are going to zap you because the hitbox of those, of their attack is actually massive. So like any lower, they will actually zap you from this high up. It's ridiculous. So make sure you stay high. Charge up to this, get these vases at the bottom, get these 2 gems up here, come up to the top, jump, and here we are. We have to pay money bags again. However, he only costs 100 gems. So what you're going to do, you're going to walk over to him, mash the X button, say yes. Now don't mash the X button too quick. If you mash the X button too quick, Spyro will do a jump at the end of this dialogue. If he does that, you will lose about 2 seconds because he has to do that animation before he walks into the submarine. So if you mash, 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 just 3 inputs, and then he'll go straight in. I always keep mashing too much at that point. It should only be 3 mashes. This is an auto-scroller we can't skip, sadly. You can in the original, but you can't for this one. Then the game will take over for a very short moment. As you basically can regain control, you're going to charge forward, get the gem that's over here, flame immediately into the right direction, because you flame the guy and you'll get the button. And then, as this whole area is full up with water, you're going to charge forward. Stay low. Because you've got some vases along here. You're going to charge into this vase. You're going to charge into those 2 vases. Then you're going to curve, do a massive, big right curve. And then try and get into the trigger zone for the NPC that's on the right-hand side. And then he'll give you his talisman. Alright? So charge down. Get these 2. Hard right. And then there you go. Our world is wet again. Thank you so much, Hoppo. You gotta then hold your analog stick down because for some reason we're inverted controls for swimming. So you're gonna hold it down, then you're gonna charge and you're gonna go up in this section. You then gotta hold down to then start going flat again. You're gonna get this 2 gem across here. Get these 2 vases, go up again. Then you're gonna start turning down and then you're gonna go over and talk to this furry in a wetsuit here. Also called Hunter, by the way. So then you then have to start these 2 mini games. Now, this is essentially a rooted auto-scroller, so again, just practice the mini game, know the route. Once you get comfortable enough in the route, you can then start collecting the gems it's about. These gems are extremely important, especially this first vase I'm gonna get. So make sure to keep an eye on this gem route to see what gems that you can collect, okay? While also staying within this mini game, basically. So here we go. You bet. And then go straight in across into this mini game. So here we go. We'll go down. We're gonna go up. Get the 1 gem. And then gonna go up. Get this vase on the left. Because that's a 25 gem. Go a little bit lower. Get these 2 1 gems. Stay a bit low. Stay a bit low. Stay a bit low again. Get these 2 and 1. And then stay low again. There you go. That's your first orb. You've also collected a few gems from that as well. Again, we've got a few more gems coming up here for the second time round. So again, keep an eye on this route to getting these gems. So stay low. Again, you have to follow where he goes this time, so you have to go up a little bit. Right, stay low again, because you can get a 2 gem. Just like that. Get these 2 gems across here. Smash into this right chest, get a 5 gem. then you can basically stay as close as you can to him as he's emitting those bubbles. Mash, mash, mash. Get that orb. You're gonna turn to the right, and then you're gonna charge up. There's a few nice gems up here to collect. 10, 5, 10. Then you're gonna charge into this right vase, which is another 10. Once you've done that, start, exit level, exit. And at this point, I like to be about just under 500 gems, about 490. Mash, mash, mash off triangle, and out you get. And there you are. You've basically done the first homeworld for 40 Orb, because now we're going to go into doing Crush. Now, before I carry on, Crush is a bit important. Now, for this boss, you want to make sure that you have sparks at yellow. You have flamed, I think, or at least defeated, I think, at least 6 fodder within the homeworld sections before going into Crush. Now, the reason why is because with Crush, you will get fodder dropping down, but at the 10th fodder that's given to you, the game will give you a blue butterfly, which is essentially a 1-up, and it's an instant reheal of sparks. So whether he's gone, he'll go instant yellow, which is really optimal. So what you kind of want to do is, when you get to this first few sections of Crush, because Crush is basically a damage boost boss rush, you're going to get hit by Crush. You're then going to go back, make sure all of those rocks fall on him, make sure he takes damage. And then when sheep start spawning, just wait for a moment, make sure to get sparks to disappear, and then start using the sheep. And then if you're in the go, or if you're in the clear, you can then sparks then go back to yellow, and then make sure you basically finish it while keep doing your damage boosting. If you haven't got 10 fodder by this point, you're probably gonna have to do the last few sections of his health, actually doing the boss like usual without getting damage boost and that, because the damage boost is kind of the only really optimal and quick way of doing this. So what we're going to do, we're going to come out of the menu. You're going to go this way, get these gems along here, get the gems along here. Again, if you're unsure, get the fodder there to make sure you're up to about it. I know for certain that we've basically got about at least 6 fodder at this point, so I think I'm all clear. We're going to come out, get this basket on the right, and then if you feel like you're right in gems, just charge straight on forward to Elora. If you aren't so certain with your gem count, this one here is also a 5, so you can probably just flame them both and get them both. But because I'm happy with my gem count, I'm just going to do this. Talk to Elora, mash, 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 and jump into Crush's dungeon. And then mash that triangle, and here we are into Crush. So again, this is a damage boost boss rush. Gonna charge over to him, gonna get hit, then we're gonna flame him, and then we're gonna run away. He's then gonna get hit. Sheep's then gonna drop. Make sure to avoid these sheep. Go over to him again. Get hit. Flame him. Come out. Make sure not to hit any of the sheep. Sheep's gonna drop again. Oh, that was nice. We got optimal sheep there. And we're gonna go over to him. Get hit. Flame him again. Run away. This time we're going to get one of the sheep. And as you can see, we've got Sparks back, but he's green. Then we're going to get hit again. Flame him. Run away. And as you see, I charged straight into a sheep there. I've got a life, and yellow Sparks is back. So now we can just kind of carry on as usual. Even just, take some of these sheep if we wanted to. So we're going to get hit. Flame. Run away. Get the sheep, make sure to avoid all of those stones. And there we are, we've done Crush. Mash up triangle to skip the cutscene. And there we are, it's Crush defeated. Now, with those who are running on PC, these splits will auto split.